very good morning to respected chairperson, esteemed professor, and my dear colleagues. A very warm welcome to all of you. My name is Priya Kumari, PhD research scholar from Purnia University, Purnia, Bihar, from Department of Economics. I am honored to present my research title Microfinance and Women Entrepreneurship and Empirical Analysis of Bihar, a comprehensive study on self-help group, livelihood generation, and financial inclusion. In developing economies like India, the quest for growth remains incomplete without bringing rural women into the economic mainstream. Today, we will explore how microcredit and self-help group network are reshaping the economic landscape of rural Bihar. Now, I am moving to some conceptual context related to microfinance. To contextualize our discussion, let us first look at the core mechanism of microfinance. Microfinance functions primarily delivering collateral-free loan, microloan, and microcredit to the low-income group population who are related to traditional field, traditional business, or agriculture business, etc. Rather than acting merely as welfare or consumption relief, microfinance serve as a powerful entrepreneurship catalyst. It provides the initial seeds capital required for rural women to initiate sustainable self-employment ventures and a small business. In Bihar, this ecosystem operates through an expansive grassroots network of self-help groups that are transforming rural livelihood at a larger scale. Now, I am going to identify some research gap, objectives, and hypotheses related to microfinance study. Despite the rapid expansion of microfinance schemes, an identified research gap exists in the current academic research or academic literature. We observe a scarcity of comprehensive state-specific empirical study focusing on rural Bihar. To bridge this gap, our study outlined mainly three objectives. The first one is to evaluate the precise role of microfinance in driving women-led enterprises creation. Another one is to quantitatively measure shift in monthly household income, saving pattern, and self-help group driven empowerment. And the last one is to identify key operational constraint faced on the ground and formulated target policy recommendation. There are also some research hypotheses which is related to my microfinance study. The first one is microfinance has a statistically significant positive impact on rural women entrepreneurship. Second is active participation in self-help group directly enhance household monthly income level. And the last one is higher financial and functional literacy significantly strengthen microcredit outcomes. Now, I am going to discuss the research methodology. The research methodology which I adopted in my research. I adopted the research methodology, a robust, descriptive, and analytical research designed to evaluate microfinance outcome across key socio-economic indicators in Bihar. Our secondary data framework draw from reliable state and national institutional sources, including NABARD Status of Microfinance in India's report, Reserve Bank of India Annual Financial Inclusion Bulletins, institutional database from Jivika, the Bihar Rural Livelihood Promotional Society. Another is state publications such as Economic Survey of Bihar, Ministry of Rural Development Report, or Niti Aayog, that is National Institution of Transforming India indices. Now I move toward microfinance and self-help group in Bihar. Now let us examine the institutional architecture of microfinance in Bihar. The ecosystem is built upon a multi-institutional network comprising Jivika, NABARD, RRB, that is regional rural banks, and different microfinance institution. As the nucleus of this architecture, the self-help group, which executed four different functions. The first one can be saving mobilization, another is collateral free credit, the third one is capacity and skill training, and the last one is collective bargaining. Um, my next slide is socioeconomic impact on women. Microfinance creates a large scale socioeconomic impact on women or women entrepreneurs. There are mainly four dimensions that I have discussed here. First is business creation. Microfinance enables women to establish micro enterprises. Second, confidence and agencies. Participation in self help group meeting boost self esteem. The third one is decision making, or you can say household decision making. Financial contribution elevate a woman's voice in the household resource allocation. And the last is financial independence. It builds personal saving, reduce other reliance or any exploitative activity conducted by money lenders, and creates financial independence. My next slide is empirical finding, income and employment. We can say that a central driver of these findings in the Bihar Rural Livelihood Project, popularly known as Jivika. Jivika operational model succeeds through three pillars. First is institutional credit linkage. Second one is skill and enterprises, or we can say that value chain integration. Now we move towards uh, operational model, the Jivika approach that I have already discussed. Now I discuss about some challenges facing by women entrepreneurship. Women entrepreneur or microfinance have faced various challenges such as financial literacy. Second is market access. Third one is repayment stress. And the last is social barriers. Now I discuss about some SWOT analysis, that is a strength, weakness, opportunities or threat given by microfinance to women entrepreneurship. There are various strengths like Bihar boost a deeply penetrated self-help group network under Jivika. Some of the weakness is low digital financial literacy, inadequate initial loan size for business. There are various opportunities such as expansion of UPI, agro-processing industries, and the last threat is frequent climate shocks affecting agrarian economy. Now, we discuss some of the policy suggestion and conclusion. Some of the policy suggestion is digital literacy campaign, infrastructure and market hub, or we can say that flexible loan structure. On the basis of all the above discussion, we can conclude that microfinance serve as a powerful catalyst for inclusive economic growth in Bihar. We combined the targeted skill building and market linkage. It transformed rural women from passive microcredit recipients into active participation leader. Thank you so much for your time and attention. I now welcome any question and look forward to an engaging academic discussion.